Imagine a world vastly different from our own. A landscape of arid deserts and scrublands under a hot, ancient sun. It is here in this lost world that one of nature's most efficient predators once roamed. This creature was the Velociraptor. It was not a lumbering giant, but rather a small, agile, and incredibly intelligent dinosaur that thrived in its environment. The name Velociraptor means swift seizer or speedy thief, a title that perfectly captures the essence of this remarkable animal. It belonged to a group of dinosaurs, known as dromaeosaurs, a family renowned for their bird-like characteristics and their fearsome hunting abilities, making them a true marvel of prehistoric evolution. The Velociraptor story unfolds during the late Cretaceous period, a truly dramatic final chapter in the age of dinosaurs. It lived approximately 75 to 71 million years ago, a time when the Earth's continents were still drifting towards their current positions. Its home was not a lush jungle as often depicted, but the harsh, sandy deserts of what we now know as Mongolia and northern China. This was a challenging environment, demanding incredible adaptation to survive. The Velociraptor shared this world with other fascinating dinosaurs, such as the horned Protoceratops and the ostrich-like Gallimimus, creating a complex and dynamic ecosystem where survival was a daily struggle for all. Fossilized remains of this incredible creature provide us with a window into its existence. The first Velociraptor skeleton was discovered in the Gobi Desert in 1923, during an expedition by the American Museum of Natural History. This discovery was monumental, offering the first tangible evidence of this swift hunter. Since then, paleontologists have unearthed more specimens, each one adding another piece to the puzzle of how this animal lived, hunted, and interacted with its environment. These bones, preserved in rock for millions of years, tell a story of speed, intelligence, and survival against the odds in a world long since vanished. Understanding the time and place where the Velociraptor lived is crucial to appreciating its nature. The late Cretaceous was a period of great biodiversity but also of immense pressure. The climate was changing, and the world was heading towards the catastrophic event that would eventually wipe out the dinosaurs. Within this context, the Velociraptor was a pinnacle of predatory evolution, perfectly suited to its specific niche. It was a testament to nature's ability to produce highly specialized animals capable of thriving in even the most demanding of landscapes, a true survivor of its time. For many, the image of the Velociraptor is that of a large, scaly, reptilian creature. However, scientific discoveries have painted a very different and perhaps more fascinating picture. The real Velociraptor was much smaller than its movie counterparts. It stood only about half a meter tall at the hip, roughly the height of a turkey, and measured up to 2 meters in length from its snout to the tip of its tail. Most of this length was in fact its long, stiff tail, which it used for balance. It was a lightweight animal, weighing only around 15 to 20 kilograms, built for speed and agility rather than brute force. One of the most striking features of the Velociraptor, confirmed by modern science, was its coat of feathers. It was not covered in scales like a lizard, but in plumage, much like a modern bird. Evidence for this comes from quill knobs found on the ulna bone of a Velociraptor's forearm, small bumps identical to those where large flight feathers anchor on birds today. While it had feathers, it could not fly. Instead, these feathers likely served other purposes, perhaps for display to attract mates, for insulating its body against the cold desert nights, or even to help it maneuver as it ran at high speeds. A colorful and dynamic creature. Its head was long and narrow, filled with a jaw of around 28 sharp serrated teeth on each side, perfectly designed for gripping and tearing at its prey. Its skull shape suggests it had excellent vision, with forward-facing eyes that gave it binocular vision. This ability to perceive depth would have been incredibly useful for a predator, allowing it to accurately judge distances when leaping onto its next meal. Its brain case was also relatively large for its body size, indicating a level of intelligence that set it apart from many other dinosaurs of its time, making it a truly formidable hunter. The overall impression of a real Velociraptor is therefore not one of a monstrous beast, but of a sleek, bird-like predator. Imagine a creature perfectly adapted to its environment with a feathered body, a sharp mind, and the tools needed to survive. Its small size was an advantage, allowing it to be quick and stealthy, while its feathers provided warmth and perhaps a flash of color in the muted tones of the desert. This was not a mindless monster, but a sophisticated and beautiful animal, a product of millions of years of evolutionary refinement. The velociraptor was an active and intelligent predator, and its diet consisted of smaller animals it could overpower. It was a carnivore, meaning it exclusively ate meat. Its prey likely included small mammals, lizards, and other dinosaurs smaller than itself. One of the most famous fossils ever discovered captures a velociraptor locked in a life-and-death struggle with a protoceratops, a plant-eating dinosaur about the size of a sheep. This incredible fighting dinosaurs fossil shows the velociraptor with its sickle claw embedded in the protoceratops' neck, proving that it was bold enough to take on prey as large as, or even larger than itself. Central to its hunting strategy was its most famous weapon, a large sickle-shaped claw on the second toe of each foot. This claw, which could be up to 9 centimeters long, was held retracted off the ground while it walked or ran, keeping it razor sharp. Unlike what is often shown in popular culture, this claw was likely not used for disemboweling large prey. Instead, scientists now believe it was used as a precision tool, perhaps to pierce the throat of its victim, or to pin smaller prey to the ground. Much like how modern birds of prey use their talons to secure a meal before dispatching it. Speed was another essential part of its hunting arsenal. While perhaps not as fast as a cheetah, the velociraptor was certainly a swift runner, capable of reaching speeds estimated at around 40 kilometers per hour in short bursts. This speed, combined with its agility and balancing tail, would have allowed it to chase down quick-moving prey across the open desert flats. It could likely change direction rapidly, making it a difficult predator to escape from. This combination of speed and maneuverability made it a highly effective pursuit predator in its open habitat. There is also compelling evidence to suggest that velociraptors may have hunted in groups. While direct fossil proof of pack behavior is rare, the discovery of multiple dromaeosaur trackways and their relatively large brains suggest they were capable of complex social behaviors. Hunting in a coordinated pack would have allowed them to tackle larger and more dangerous prey, using teamwork and strategy to overwhelm their victims. A group of these intelligent, fast, and well-armed predators would have been one of the most formidable sights in the late Cretaceous world, a truly efficient and cooperative hunting machine. Even millions of years after its extinction, the velociraptor continues to capture the human imagination unlike almost any other dinosaur. Its fame was cemented in popular culture, particularly through blockbuster films which portrayed it as a cunning and terrifying antagonist. Although these depictions were often scientifically inaccurate in terms of size and appearance, they successfully conveyed the essence of its intelligence and predatory nature. This media exposure introduced the velociraptor to a global audience, transforming it from a lesser-known dinosaur into a household name and a symbol of prehistoric ferocity and intellect. The enduring interest in the velociraptor also stems from its fascinating combination of reptilian and avian traits. It represents a perfect transitional form, a creature that blurs the line between the dinosaurs we once knew and the birds we see today. The fact that this fearsome predator was covered in feathers is a remarkable concept that challenges our traditional views of what a dinosaur should look like. It serves as a powerful reminder that nature is full of surprises, and that the history of life on Earth is far more complex and interconnected than we might have ever imagined. Furthermore, the intelligence of the velociraptor is a key part of its appeal. We are naturally drawn to animals that display cleverness and problem-solving skills. The idea of a dinosaur that could potentially hunt with strategy, communicate with its pack, and use its wits to overcome challenges is profoundly compelling. It makes the velociraptor seem less like a simple beast and more like a character in the grand story of our planet's history. This perceived intelligence gives it a personality that many other dinosaurs lack, making it a subject of endless fascination and scientific speculation. Ultimately, the velociraptor remains a star among dinosaurs because it embodies a perfect storm of compelling characteristics: speed, deadly weapons, intelligence, and a surprising bird-like beauty. It is a creature that feels both alien and strangely familiar. As paleontologists continue to uncover new fossils and learn more about its life, our appreciation for this swift Caesar only deepens. The Velociraptor is more than just a fossil. It is a timeless icon of predatory perfection and a window into a dynamic and savage world that existed long before our own.